Hey guys, how's it going? Nirovro here, and as you can notice, something's off. I'm in a sling because I have dislocated my right shoulder. Yeah, that's also why there wasn't an upload for a week. It's already been 1 week since this happened, so I only need 2 more weeks in this sling before I can go back to making videos regularly. I'll try to make a couple of videos in the meantime as well, but I don't know if it'll be as good. And I might as well just go ahead and explain what happened. So, what basically happened was that I was actually out at my tutor's place, cause I'm studying for my international GCSEs, the second half. I've already done the first half. And while at their place, I had to go to the bathroom, and afterwards, when I got up to leave, the floor for some reason was ended up being really slippy. So I slipped and slid a little bit, and I knew that I was about to fall. So I decided to I literally was about to fall. So I stuck both my arms out to grab the wall so that I could break that fall. Didn't intend to rhyme that, by the way. But yeah, then that happened, and I ended up stretching my right arm out a bit too far, and then the joint literally dislocated, and the pain was unbearable. It hurt a lot. And I knew somehow, even though I never had this happen before, I immediately knew it was a dislocation just based off of how much it hurt anytime I moved my right arm. And then, I had to wait for a bit because my parents were were not home, so they weren't able to make a beeline for the hospital with me yet. We had to regroup with each other first. And then when we finally arrived at the hospital, it became perfectly obvious enough that it was a dislocation on my shoulder because my arm was completely out of place, and in order for it not to hurt, it had to flop down by my side. So they had to x-ray it, and they had to prescribe me, they had to put me under anesthesia, and then I woke up with a makeshift sling. Now I got this actual one on, but I had a makeshift one made out of bandages before, and I had to keep my arm hung in this position with this sling for another 2 weeks, because it originally was 3 weeks. Now 1 week's gone by. And yeah, as for how it feels, it doesn't feel too bad now. I mean, okay, it does hurt a bit after a while. It hurts my stomach a little bit because I have to hold my arm to my stomach. But for that, what I do is I take the sling off, hold my arm a bit higher, just my arm, I don't move my shoulder enough. I hold it up a bit higher and hold an ice pack to my stomach. And that helps, with the belly pain. And then I just have to put, the sling back on. It's been annoying because, I'm right-handed, so I'm not really able to use my mouse properly. I'm not able to eat. It's really, really irritating, I'm not gonna lie. But since a week is gone and there's only 2 more left before I take this out of the sling, I'll be fine. I had to, have pills, and they weren't really that kind to me because some of the side effects were sleep deprivation, and it killed my taste buds. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But since that's done, I'm gonna be able to slowly transition into a much better lifestyle. Things are actually starting to look up from this point onwards. And I feel the only video game that I can actually play for you guys during this recovery time is Undertale, and maybe even Deltarune, because both those games only require a keyboard anyway, and I can use the mouse a very slight bit with my left hand, just a little bit. It's still not good enough for me to properly play games. But yeah, and then the next thing I'm thinking of doing is I might have to after I'm done, I might have to change my upload schedule temporarily, just so that I catch up with the uploads that I had planned for this August, since I wasn't able to upload anything due to this happening. But yeah, I usually try to think one problem at a time, we'll get through this. And yes, that's what I'm thinking now as well. But as of now, I just need to tell you guys what my plan would be for the rest of the time I had this injury for. I'm gonna try playing like Undertale and Deltarune, and now I might like head straight for. I might also like do something minor, like something really small that I can just use the mouse to move up and down for. Maybe like go into like the past in 2015 when people did would you rather videos, you know? Maybe I might do something like that. But yeah, overall, it's not like my arm's gonna recover in 2 weeks, and as painful as it is, I'll be fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It could have been much worse, so I'm not gonna complain. It doesn't even hurt that much anymore. When it first happened, it hurt a lot. Now it's okay. It's more bearable, and yeah, well, I guess that's it. I just wanted to like explain to you guys what happened, and yeah, here's to hoping that something like this won't ever happen again, because even though it's not that big of a deal, it still hurt enough for me to not want it to happen again. And I'm pretty sure those who have like broken a bone or dislocated any limbs or any joints, like you understand. But yeah, that's all that done, and I think it's time I leave. So thank you so much for watching this video, and here's to hoping that I recover like quickly, because I still won't be fully recovered as soon as I take this thing off, but I'll be fine after a bit of exercise. But yeah, okay. Before I start rambling, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then I guess please do subscribe and leave a like, I guess. I don't know. This doesn't feel like the right video to be saying that, but yeah. This is awkward. I'll just see you on the next one, alright? Bye-bye, guys.